Today, I'm going to be taking you guys on a little journey with me to go see a more, I'd say, niche type of bass that I'm interested in buying. And I'm going to be bringing two or three basses that I don't really play that much anymore with me to see if they can conjure up a way to help me consolidate these basses into the one that I'm really interested in playing. I'm leaving that as a surprise for now. Um, Continue watching to find out what bass that is. I'm going to allude to it a little bit, and I'll probably give it away as I'm talking about why I'm interested in the bass and kind of what I'm looking for out of it. But it is the only dealer in New Jersey that sells this particular type of bass new. It's only 45 minutes away from me, which I'm really lucky about. This will probably give it away, but let me show you the basses I'm looking to get rid of and why, and that will probably give you more hints as to what type of bass we're going to go see today. So, without further ado, here's bass number one. Okay, the first bass that I'm looking to get rid of today is this 5-string Fender Jazz bass. I used to think this was like the holy grail, and I still do like it a lot. Um, but I think the 4-string Fender Jazz bass is like supreme. I think a 5-string Fender Jazz bass is good. My problem with this and the other bass I'm about to show you is the low B string. I've gigged with these basses for months and months and months, and they were good enough with the low B. I just couldn't get it to really read and sound great and articulate. Pretty much anything below this D starts to get a little sketchy. Playing an open low B, which I do in a lot of like R&B type of songs that we play live, um, or like pop songs that we play live, or EDM songs, things like that. I really want an articulate low B and lower string. Like I want to be able to hear the note I'm playing below low D. And I noticed that in church actually too. Like when I'm playing down here, I like to like a lot of songs are in C in church, so I'll start on the first fret of this low B string. Um, but when I do, I'm just not. I don't love the sound I'm getting out of it. That's my problem with this one. I'll show you the next one too. It's this, and it's this is actually the 5-string version of the bass that the Paramore bassist plays live. The reason I got it, I was like, man, this color's crazy. It's a Miami blue. I don't know if it's picking up the right way. In my opinion, it just looks way cooler in person, but take my word on it. Same problem. I think a 4-string P bass is like one of the best basses you could get. A 5-string Fender P bass is trying to do too much. I think after playing all these different types of basses, I think if a bass is really good at something, let it be good at that and don't try to make it do too much. Let it be good at what it's good at. A low B string is something that, in my opinion, Fender has not been able to get to sound great. Again, it sounds good enough, but again, same issue here. So that's those two basses. I know how this usually goes. They're going to lowball me really badly. So what's probably going to happen is I'm not going to end up selling him those two basses. I just want to get a feel for what they would give me. And sometimes when you bring used instruments into a shop like this and they have a new instrument, they're able to do some sort of discounting, whether it's like 10% or 15% off the new instrument, which helps. Plus, these are two nice basses; like they shouldn't have too big of an issue selling them. And this is like a higher end bass and guitar shop. It's not like your local guitar center or something like that. So we'll see. But I'll probably have to end up selling them on Facebook Marketplace, which is no big deal. Things move pretty fast like that around here. It's a pretty, you know, overly populated area. So those bases will move quick. Then I also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 650 cash. That will also be funding this venture. This came from selling a Sire P bass and an old surfboard. So what I've come to realizing, and we're about to head over to the store in a second, but what I want to say is the bass that we are playing today, I have really high hopes for, and I've seen really great things with the low B string, but also the way that it's structured across the fretboard. I'm pretty much giving it away at this point, I think. Maybe I'm not. Um, it sounds so good. It's very unique, and it sounds like a piano does. The strings, now I can't say this. This is going to give it away. The way that a piano is structured is how this bass is thought of and structured, and it makes a lot of sense. That's all I will say. Without further ado, let's pack up and head over to go check out the bass. All right, we got the bases loaded in the back. I'm currently on the way to pick up my mom because she wants to take the ride with me. And while I'm driving there, just to give you a little insight on how I do this, I put out a call to my boy at Sweetwater, and I want to see what kind of discounts they could get me. Right now, I can get a 10% discount on this bass, which will take the price from $3,000 down to 27-ish, 100. And the reason I do this is so that when I walk into this place, I can say, hey, I got this type of discount from here. What can you do for me? And the reason I do this is because I was a corporate sales rep for a very long time, and this would happen to me all of the time. This is life. This is how life goes. I don't feel bad about doing this. Call me what you want, but don't call me stupid. This is something, again, that would happen to me all the time. I would be trying to sell something like a software to a company, and they would say, hey, we got it for 30% off, a quote for 30% off from your competitor. What can you do? And most of the time I would have to match that discount. So I do the same. And I've saved a ton, like a lot of money that way. So if you're watching this and you don't do that, do yourself a favor and give it a try. We are almost at my mom's house. Stay tuned. Talk to you guys soon.
My husband had it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I can't think of the priest's name in St. Vladimir.
Oh, I would know. Yeah. They had their 125th celebration.
Oh, yeah.
And all my cousins went, so I went. Yeah, we had a great day.
Oh, I remember
Yeah,
the
that wasn't long
secretary
ago.
there.
Okay, I dropped my mom off. We got the Dingwall in the back. I was able to test the NG3 5-string against the Combustion 5-string as well. They are almost the same exact bass, a tad bit different feeling, but the real stark difference for me is the preamps. I mean, it doesn't really come through, I feel like, in the videos that I watched. It was kind of actually hard to tell the difference of the tones of the two different basses, but in person, I mean, it's like night and day. I really did not like, actually, the Dark Glass tone capture, I believe is the name of the preamp, that was in the NG3. I loved the EMG preamp. Like, as soon as I heard like 3 notes, I was like, this is the bass I'm going with. It was immediate. I did not expect it to be like that just from watching videos online. I thought it was going to be much closer. But yeah, the NG3, it just sounded a little like, I'm talking about completely flat and then completely flat for both basses. It was a little, I don't know, almost muddy. It was a lot of mids in like the low mid area from what I heard, at least. It's all preference, right? But maybe it sounds really good in the mix, but I just think the EMG preamp was so, oh my God, I loved it. So I went with that bass. Yeah, I'm just still shocked at how different they sounded. I mean, like, the videos online really don't do it justice, and this is why I don't just order a bass. I have to see it and try it and feel it first, especially like a nice higher end bass like this. I am not just getting that shipped without testing it or trying it. Yeah, so very happy I got to try them because I actually was leaning towards the NG3. I thought I was going to get the forest green one. I'll try to put that on the screen here for you to see. But nope, the Combustion bass is the bass for me. I just parked, so I'm going to go inside and I'll show you guys the bass. Okay, so you saw the bass. I brought it to my gigs this weekend, and I was bummed because this is why you always bring a second bass too. Always bring a second bass. I drove over an hour to my gig, and I was gonna just bring my Dingwall that you guys saw, but I had a weird feeling in my gut. I was like, let me bring a backup bass just in case. So I did. I plugged my Dingwall in. I was so excited to play it. I was practicing, getting used to the fan frets and everything. And there was like this hissing noise coming from it, like real bad through everything. And I tried using a noise gate, but then when I would play, it would even come through too. So why I'm saying this is because I'm going to get that fixed. And then in the next week or two, we have a ton of weddings, casinos, bar gigs, and stuff like that. And I'm going to be bringing the Dingwall and showing you guys like what it sounds like. I'm also going to play it in church too. I think it's just like an input jack type of thing. It should be a quick fix, but we don't know. So here we go. Subscribe. You watching this, subscribe, please, so you can see that video, and because it would help your boy out. That's it. Yeah, I'll be posting more videos with the Dingwall, playing it in places that are unconventional, because I find videos like that fun to watch, so I want to make stuff like that for you guys to watch too. But yeah, I'm very interested to see what it sounds like in a church setting in particular. And yeah, so once I get that fixed, that'll come out. My next video coming out is going to be an interesting one too, a little bit of a different topic. Stay tuned for that. And I still don't know how to end these YouTube videos. Also, I just got back from a wedding gig. I am exhausted. All right, I'm going to stop recording now. Bye. See you soon.